further I go, the more I feel the connection between me and David. This force is calling me even more persistently. Oh, David, I don't know what's waiting for us ahead, but I'm glad I'm going along this path with you. And no matter what it'd be, I'll always be next to you from the beginning until the end. It's cold.
Hi, David.
Hi, Dad. I didn't expect you to call.
Just wanted to know, how have you been doing lately?
Well, it's not bad. I graduated from college, and now I'm thinking about where I should work. What about you?
That's good news. I'm fine, thanks, son. Time flies by so fast. Seems like it was only yesterday that we sent you to school with your mom, and now you're looking for a job. Got any ideas where you'd like to work?
I got a couple. I always wanted to work at some studio as a junior designer, and then we'll see how it goes.
I see you thought everything through. I'm proud of you, son.
Well, I thought that you wanted me to make another career, like in politics or being a lawyer. You've always been saying that.
Yeah, you're right, son. And I was wrong. I demanded too much from you and didn't think about what you really wanted. Your mom was always right about it, but I didn't want to listen to her. Thought I did everything right. I'm sorry, son. Sooner or later, everyone realizes how wrong they were.
I understand, Dad. You were right up to a point. I missed you. We missed you. Mom did well, but sometimes I needed a father's advice. Now I don't need it that much, but thanks for calling anyway. It means a lot to me.
I understand that I missed a lot and couldn't fully participate in raising you, and your mother, woman of spirit, partly took my place. But I miss you, son. Do you mind if I call you again?
Sure, Dad. Call me anytime you want.
Thanks, David. I love you, son. No matter how strange it may sound from your ever-busy father. You're right. I do know.
The first present from a girlfriend. It will always be the first and the dearest, especially if this girl is your first love. It seemed so to David, until he met the one and only.
I checked your resume. So, you graduated from college recently, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you work alongside your studies?
I did work when I had time, and I work now here and there when I get the chance.
It's definitely the wrong
Judging
way.
by your resume, you appear to be qualified for the position of junior designer. If you prove yourself, you'll get a promotion and eventually career growth. We can provide such an opportunity. Besides, I see you're an aspiring young man. There's only one question left on my mind. Do you yourself think you are fit for this job?
Certainly I do. I was studying at college for 4 years for that, and this is in my resume. I've always wanted to become a designer. I understand that I don't have the experience as a designer, especially in IT, but I'm sure I can handle it.
All right then.
It's
That's
definitely
exactly
the wrong
what I
way.
wanted to hear.
Thanks, sir.
I think
I don't
this
know
is
what
the
to
wrong
say.
way.
Nothing comes to mind.
You don't have to say anything. Come tomorrow at 9. We are a friendly team. We'll show you everything here. I hope you'll pull together with the rest of the team. We are all a little bit weird here.
Okay, thank you. I'll be here right at 9 a.m.
Great. David got employed at his first serious job. I think it's the wrong way.
Hi, David. You wanted to talk to me.
I remember you telling me that if I work hard, I'll get a promotion. And you see how hard I work, but you still haven't offered me any. although you promised me that opportunity many times. Why?
David, I understand your irritation. You deserved a promotion long ago. But these are not the best time for the company. Many projects were simply canceled. People are leaving the studio, not willing to endure the difficult situation.
Why don't you assign me to the position of somebody who wasn't willing to endure the difficult situation? Why do you promote anyone but me?
David, you must understand that these people have worked here longer than you, and they've been waiting for their promotion too.
So you're saying that I have to wait in line to get a promotion until I get old? Is that correct?
David, work harder than the others, and one day you...
I've been listening to this for years. I've had enough of this. I'm afraid I'll have to follow the others who left the company.
There's no need to overreact so much, David.
You promised me! And now you're saying that I should wait a little longer until the company will be on track again? I'm sorry, but I don't see any opportunities for the career growth in your company. Thank you for the experience I gained working here.
Okay, David. I respect your decision. Thank you for all the work you've done.
The boss was so unfair to David. At first he promised that if David worked hard, he'd have got the promotion. And now, he said that he can't give it to him because of some line. It angers me to no end.
What's on your mind, David? You invited me to this restaurant? Everything is so ridiculously expensive here.
Just enjoy the moment, sweetie. This evening is all about you.
You're making me feel embarrassed, David.
I think that sooner or later this embarrassing day had to come.
I found this idea with the restaurant pretty weird from the beginning. Everything is suspiciously too perfect. David, what is this about?
Dear Elizabeth Braywild, for all the years of living together, and even not living together, you endowed my life with happiness and meaning. And all these years, I've been waiting for this moment, when I would get down on one knee and ask for your hand. Will you be my other half, who will compliment me the rest of my life?
Oh my god! Yes, I will! I love you, David.
I'm very happy with you, Liz. I love you too.
David planned everything well. A little more, and Elizabeth would have fainted. She seemed to be nervous. A Mother's Day postcard. I think this is the wrong way. David did everything he could to make it a special one. His mother really liked this present, because she actually saw him diligently making it in his room. David's first PC. Not everyone had such a powerful computing machine. After his parents' divorce, he got this monster almost instantly. Although they didn't have enough money, it was of great concern to his mother that David wouldn't sink in thoughts about his family falling apart. This butterfly allows me to see the hidden truth. Now, with its help, I'll know for sure whether something is true or false.
What have you done? You ruined my work!
Je suis désolé, madame. I didn't mean to.
It's
1,000
definitely the
apologies
wrong way.
wouldn't be enough to say how sorry I am that I dropped the whole tray with coffee on you.
Merde. Ugh. Whatever. Today's not my day, obviously.
Can I somehow make up for it?
I doubt that you know how to handle a brush and oils, and I have to deliver the work by tomorrow. I'll tell that I got sick. Maybe it'll work out and they postpone the deadline to the next week.
What would you say if I take you out for a cup of coffee? Please, don't think that I'm trying to flirt with you or anything. I just feel terribly sorry for what I've done, and I want to make amends. My name is Josué. What about you?
Michelle. My name is Michelle. You've already treated me to a cup of coffee. But so be it. I agree for a second one. If you promise not to spill it on me.
I promise that not a drop of coffee will be spilt on you. I'll bring an umbrella with me.
It's quite an unusual way to get acquainted with somebody, ruining their work.
So, you're going to remind me about it for the rest of our lives?
Of course. I need to get even with you for that somehow, after all. And who told you about our lives?
Fair enough.
The waiter is quite clumsy, but maybe his clumsiness will play into his hand. He dropped the tray on the right table. No apologies can save Michelle's work, but
David?
probably
Yes?
this loss will be
you ever
compensated
think
with
of-
something equally,
About,
or even more, important.
Did I ever think about what?
well, let's say about an addition to
It's
the family?
definitely the wrong way.
Are you talking about a pet? You know what a big responsibility that is, don't you?
What? No, I'm not talking about an animal, David.
What are you talking about then? Enough with the hints. Spit it out.
I'm talking about a baby.
I'm sorry. I'm just too tired.
So, did you think about a baby?
Elizabeth, sweetie. Let's talk about it later, okay? It's too late already, and it was a tough day for me.
Okay. Whatever then.
Well, it didn't go too well. Seems like David isn't eager to have children. It seems to really upset Elizabeth.
Hello? Who is it?
Salut Michelle, it's Ellie. Do you remember me? I hope you don't mind me calling.
Oh, Ellie! Hey! Sure, I don't mind. I'm glad you're calling me so unexpectedly.
I was looking at our old photos, remembering how much fun we had together. So I decided to call you.
Hey, I'm wondering, why did we stop talking? We used to be very good friends.
Why? I guess it's just as it usually happens with people. We grew up and then a lot of stuff started going on and we got less free time. Hey, would you like to go hang out sometime? Drink a cup of cafe and reminisce about the old times when we had fun together?
Would you mind if I call you later, okay? I'm a little busy at the moment. Ellie! Hey! I'm here!
Bonjour, Michelle. Oh, you're so different, so pretty. I'm so glad to see you.
Michelle feels very lonely. This loneliness must be filled with something. Her old school friend called her just when she needs it the most.
Why do you always avoid talking about a baby? You know how much I want one.
Elizabeth, please, stop it.
Stop what, David? Please, let's just talk about it. Why are you avoiding it? You know how much it means to me. Please, tell me the reason why. Is it me? Am I not good enough for you already? Tell me, David. I want to know the reason.
Elizabeth, I understand what you're feeling. No, it's not you. It's hard for me to talk about it because I'm worried about how you'll react.
Just tell me. That's all. I'm not asking for anything more.
All right. Please. Try to look at it from a rational point of view. We can't afford to raise a baby, at least not right now. I'm having problems finding a job. I can't find the one I'm dreaming of, or even a normal one. I keep wandering from one to another, hoping to find something that fits me. I'm sorry, but we have to put that off for another time.
Put that off? David, you have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. I'm out of patience. What about my dreams? Aren't they included in your plans? I've always wanted to have a happy family despite any difficulties. With you. You only. And you're telling me to wait.
Elizabeth, it's necessary. Be patient a little. We will have everything. I give you my word.
Ugh! I need to be alone.
Quarrels are always hard to endure. I need to get upstairs
Especially with the
somehow.
closest people.
How can I do it? Misunderstanding never
Maybe
ends
the geysers
well.
will help me get there.
They will have to understand each other.
Mom? Dad? Are you together again?
We aren't, yet.
But we are working on it.
Why are you so late? You didn't even call to warn that you're coming. What happened, David?
It's nothing, Mom. Everything is fine. I just wanted to talk about Elizabeth.
Is everything okay with her?
She's fine. It's just... she wants...
Michelle, people like you are always in search for their inner self. You have no clear goal you strive for. This is unprofessional. I need professionals who know what they want. Looking at you, I see uncertainty, absent-mindedness. Do you realize that at your age, it would be high time to decide who you want to be and what you want? Otherwise, you'll be drifting from place to place. As your resume says, grow up! I need someone who can take charge.
I think that's what I need.
No, you're wrong. I know who I want to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'm aware and self-confident. And I'm confident that I can do any job, no matter how hard it can be. I know that working with you, I can achieve my goals. I hope you understand me.
What a bloody-minded and rude person. He doesn't understand anything. He only tries to look smart and important.
David?
But
Is
in
that
reality, He just
Hell, it's really
self-praises
you,
at the
man.
expense of
I
others.
didn't expect to see you here.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
It's me, Rick. Remember me? We were at the same school. We used to be good friends.
Rick? Is it really you? Wow! You've changed a lot since then. Look at you. You're a big man now.
Of course.
I
A lot of
think it's
water's
the
flowed
wrong
under the
way.
bridge since we put on a school uniform. It's hard to fit in it when the body wants to grow.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't recognize you on the spot. My head has been going crazy lately. You still got the same sense of humor. I didn't expect to run into you on the street like that.
Don't worry, man. Everything's cool. How's your dating scene? Got any job?
You won't believe it, but I'm already married to a pretty girl. We live happily, although sometimes it's a mystery to me how she deals with my character. But my job is a different story. I work here and there, but I don't stay anywhere for long. I have no career, in short. Alright, now I started complaining. You better tell me, how is it going for you?
Don't worry, you're not. Congratulations, friend. I'm glad at least some of us left the bachelorhood. As for myself, I still haven't found that special someone. My career's going great, though. I founded my own video game development company. Yeah, I made our common dream come true. Remember how we used to talk about this for hours?
You have to ask. Of course I remember. I'm glad some of us achieved their dream. I've been trying to go the same way, but no luck so far.
Listen, would you care to work with me? Let me help an old friend. We can become business partners. Wouldn't it be cool? What do you say?
I don't know what to say. Thank you for the offer, man. It means a lot to me.
Don't say anything but I agree, and come to my office tomorrow. Here's my card with the address.
Yes, sure. I agree. I'm sorry. I'm still in shock a little. I was just walking home thinking about my problems, and now I meet you and you're offering me a job I could only dream about.
No problem, friend. I'll be waiting for you at the office at 12 o'clock. Don't forget the time.
It'd be hard to forget that. I'll be there at exactly 12.
What a promising meeting. Rick is still the same friendly guy, ready to give a helping hand. These two obviously have a future. They seem to complement each other. In childhood, they wouldn't stop talking about what games they would make. Stop. And how do I... It was the day when David saw so much happiness in Elizabeth's eyes that he remembered it forever.
It's an important day. I have to present my first project. This is the chance I've been striving for all my life. I have to check everything again. I need to calm down a little and collect my thoughts, or I won't be able to make the pitch. You're absolutely calm, David. Breathe in. Breathe out. The thoughts are aligned. No doubts are left. Okay. I'm ready.
So, David, are you ready, man? Or have you changed your mind already?
Every step I made took me closer to this moment. David, despite the fact that you can't hear me, I'm glad to see you become a better person. You don't stand still. You keep falling and rising again to go further. You're a good man. No matter what the end of our journey will be, I'm grateful to you that you were always by my side. Such a wonderful smell. I feel so calm. I like it here.